like orange juice for your meals today? If you want some fruits, we have apples, bananas, and everything outside for you.
I started being homeless at 12. I was taken away from my mom and dad for having my father's baby. They put me in a foster home. I ran away from the foster home at 12 years old. Went out on the street. My mom used to give me medicine so it wouldn't hurt when my dad would mess with me. Come to find out it was methamphetamine. We lived on the dead end, you know where the dead end is? Behind that gas station. Stayed there, got pretty used to it. Was there maybe 4 years, I think? I've been out on the street for 14. This place has helped me very much. I appreciate everything they've done. They moved us all off the dead end and into the motel. I was there maybe 8 months, and Madeline helped me get into a place. Every Monday they have a shower here. They have a doctor here. The only way that I found out that I had cancer or that I had heart failure was through the clinic that comes to St. Margaret on Mondays. They paid for my medicine for me, just to get me started on the medicine. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for Madeline, St. Margaret Center, I'd probably be dead by now.
Well, you know, I got a scholarship to play baseball for free, and it was less than 2 years in the minor leagues. I had surgery on my pitching arm and never played again. Just over. I was sleeping in I had multiple cars that I slept in for the 3.5 years I was on the street. Loneliness is scary. Loneliness it begets fear, it begets, pain. No one should ever have to endure. I mean, it's just brutal. It's heartbreaking to even try to make any sense of it, And I would sit in my car and think, man, this is beyond reasonable, and I don't think I can do this anymore. I just can't. I would not be here if it wasn't for St. Margaret. St. Margaret saved my life. Everything that they've been able to provide for me, food, services, someone to talk to. The Venice Family Clinic, I was coming once a week. I was coming every Monday. My caseworker, Madeline, is just brilliant. She is really a go-getter and gets it done. And she comes to my house and she brings me food. It's just outrageous. I couldn't be any more happy.
For the most part, I thought my life was good, and I was about to be married. I was engaged. But it took a turn for the worse. I met a guy at my church, and he went to my dad and asked if he could marry me, even at my age, so I was ecstatic. And I agreed to marry him. I made the mistake of moving in with him, but because of my religious beliefs, I abstained, and that was a problem for him. A year and a half ago, he started becoming confrontational, argumentative, and actually combative, and it went from verbal abuse to physical, and I had nowhere to go, but I packed up my stuff, put everything in storage, took what I could in my car, and I moved out. And I slept in my car for almost 6 months. I couldn't go to my family because they would try to get involved. My mother and father are still living. My dad just turned 90, my mom's 85 years old. I want to stay in California and look after them, but I can't live with them. When Mr. Weiss found this place, it was a godsend. And I'm trying my best not to start crying. Mr. Weiss from St. Margaret Center, he would call me if I didn't check in with him. He prayed with me, and that meant more to me than anything.
St. Margaret Center did everything. All I had to do was show up and sign. I showed up at the apartment and all they did was hand me keys. I've never signed anything. I never did anything. It was all handled by St. Margaret's, and they would hand me this and say, sign it there and we're good.
I would have to say, thank you. I'm not very good at these kind of things. I'm really not. But without them, I'd still be out there with nothing. They made my life better. And without them, I probably wouldn't have no reason to be here. So I appreciate them in every way.
I thank God for them. Had this program not been here, I probably would still be going from pillar to post, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. St. Margaret's is a godsend, and I am eternally grateful because they saved my life.